Hello again, Patriots. Freedom Independent News Network here again with another story about celebrities and their whole Black Lives Matter racism thing. The odds are stacked against them. The black people have to struggle. White people are born with their white privilege. Yeah. Well, of course, the biggest celebrity and Black Lives Matter supporter at the moment is none other than LeBron James, which you can see from the screen here. Just bought a new house, which cost $36.8 million. Yeah, odds are really stacked against him. It's a shame he couldn't afford a $50 million one. But I guess he'll just have to settle for $36.8 million. God, my heart goes out to him. The struggle is real. No. This is BS. Your choices define where you go in life, not your skin color. Which brings me to this picture right here. 3 men in 3 different positions. Color doesn't define your future, but your choices do. You can see a black lawyer, a black police officer, and an assumed black criminal. Now I say assumed because I wasn't there. I don't know what he was brought in on charges for, but obviously he's not there just for, giggles, just for the fun of it. He's obviously in handcuffs for a reason. Each one of those men had a choice to make in life. 2 made a right choice. 1 made a wrong choice. Now, LeBron. I can't stand the dude. Honestly, I cannot stand him. He has his jerseys made by little kids from sweatshops in China. And then he's got the gall to come up and speak about slavery and stuff, which no person alive has ever been a slave. And no person alive today has ever been a slave owner. Now, I am not saying that slavery was right. It wasn't. Should have never happened. But slavery is still going on. Slavery is still going on in Africa and lots of parts of the world. You don't hear these big old celebrities condemning that. You don't hear them going over to Africa and having all these little marches and everything like that against slavery. No. And black people were not the only people who were slaves. White people were slaves. Look at the Jews in Egypt. The Chinese were slaves. They came here, they put them to work in the coal mines and, everything else. But you don't hear anybody else complaining about racism and wanting reparations for it. Now, once again, slavery is wrong. Racism is wrong. Everyone should be treated equally. We're all people, irregardless of the color of our skin. One of my very best friends I used to have was black, and he was dark black, and I was back then I was pale white. I was like a neon white. He would go around and tell people that we were brothers. It made me feel good. He was a good dude. I really liked him. And with him being as dark as I was, as he was, and me being as light as I was, people just looked at him and gave the craziest look. That's your brother. Yeah, that's my brother. And it felt good. And he looked at me one day and he said, "Man, I don't understand all this racism crap." He said, "We're all the same." He said, "The only difference between me and you is I got a darker tan than you do." And he's right. We're all human beings. We're all Americans. That's all it should be. You're an American. You're not a black American, white American. No, you're an American. You're a person. That should be it. Everybody needs to quit seeing things and black and white. People just need to start seeing things as we're all just people. We all need to get along, put everything in the past. Like I said, it was bad that it happened, not condoning it, but we need to put it in the past like the other races have done and move forward. The past is the past. Nobody can change it. But we can learn from it and make the future a better place. Bad things have happened. Look at the Holocaust. Extremely bad. Millions of people died. But we learn from it and we move on as a culture, as a species, as humans. We have to move on from these things. We cannot live in the past. That will only drag us down. And these daggone celebrities out here, richer than rich, condemning all this, but unless you are willing to go to Africa and anywhere else, I believe it's like Saudi Arabia too, or something, that there are still active slavery going on. Unless you are going to go and condemn all of that as well, then you're just using slavery as an agenda. If you are serious about it, you will condemn it all, not select ones that fit your agenda to help you get your laws passed because you want to defund the police and do this and do that. I'm all for police reform. Defunding the police? Heck no. No. We need law and order. We will develop into chaos if we don't have that. People will be getting killed left and right. In some places like Chicago, where there's at least 50 shootings each weekend, how would you like to have that throughout the entire U.S. in every single city there is? That's what will happen if you take the law away. We need law and order. We need a set of rules to abide by. Laws are laws for a reason. We may not agree with them, but most of these laws are there to protect us. Some of them, yes, are unconstitutional, and those laws need to be taken away. They're not helping anyone, but we have to have law and order. If not, we'll turn into a third world country overnight if that gets taken away. There are people out there just itching for the police to disappear so they can go on a rampage without any repercussions. And these people think that they're going to be able to do that if there's no law and order. Well, they're going to think that until they come up against a guy who's willing to do anything it takes to protect his business, his family, and his life. And people are going to find out quick that there are a lot more people armed in this world than what they think. And they will do anything to protect their families. We need to stop all of this BS that's going on. We need to unite as a people. I know there are a lot of people out there thinking, it'll never happen. Civil War 2.0. It doesn't have to happen. Everybody can put their differences aside. Everyone is different. No one is the same. People are inherently different. My views, probably more than likely, are not your views. I'm fine with that. Everyone is different. We're all free. We all have our own mind. We have our own thoughts. We have our own opinions. Why can't we all just get along and accept the fact that people are different and we all don't have to think the same way? That's what gives America its diversity. That's why we're such a bustling community. People think different ways, So we come up with different things, and we have different ways of thinking. And, you know, if everybody thinks the exact same way, things aren't really going to get done because no one will have a fresh perspective on anything anymore. People will just, you know, I don't know, we'll all devolve in the end. We're all just going to a mundane life. I don't want that. I like, you know, the little surprises of life that come around. But everybody just needs to get along. We're all Americans in the end, and that's all that should matter. I guess I'll leave it there. I'll see you guys probably tomorrow, unless something else comes up. Who knows? And I might see you later on. Stay vigilant, America.